Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Catholic Family Podcast. My name is Mandy, and this is my granddaughter, Ava. You may recognize my voice from the What is a Woman podcast, which I do with my daughter, Holly, and this is her daughter, Ava. And we're going to, we've been busy. Grandma's been busy, right?
Yeah.
Getting ready for a party. Yeah, getting ready for a party for the kids for St. Valentine's Day. And we thought we'd take this opportunity to share with you all out there what you can do with your kids to help celebrate these feasts. Now, I think celebrating the feasts with the kids are really important, you know, and especially a secular
Holiday.
Well, it's not a holiday, a secular celebration, let's say, such as a Valentine's Day, which stems from the Catholic Church, which, as I like to point out to the kids, don't I? Yeah. Most of our holidays come from the Catholic Church, and they've taken these holidays and they've done their little slant on them and their little twist, and they've made them secular. But in fact, it is St. Valentine's Day, not Valentine's Day, and there's a lot we can learn. There's a lot we can learn from it, and there's a lot we can teach our kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Ava, so I guess we're going to start with our little boxes here. So we're going to have 16 kids here on Tuesday. There's 11 of us in our family, and I have 9 grandchildren, 10. How many well, whatever. There's 7 grandchildren, and I have nieces and nephews. And that great nieces and nephews, so that makes 11 of us. But we invited a couple other families to come celebrate with us, so there's going to be 16 little kids here coming on St. Valentine's Day, and we're going to do some stuff with them. So the one thing that we're going to do is I bought these cute little boxes. I bought the cheapest I could find, and what I did was I cut a hole in them. I cut a hole in the box, and then I just put their name on it. And so this is going to be their little mailboxes. So when the kids come, they're going to bring their little Valentine cards, and they're going to give each other a Valentine card. Now, I've bought hearts, all kinds of different hearts and stickers. So I'm going to let the children decorate their box, right? Did I show you? So I just cut a hole in it. Now, we have a Cricut here, so we can do all this vinyl cutting like this.
Not just one Cricut, several.
We have several, right? Because your mom's a Cricut ambassador. She's the Cricut poster child. But anyway, so we have the ability to do this. But if you don't have that, all you can do is get a marker, and you can write the names on it. I'm sure you have some nice handwriting or paint or whatever. A chalk marker works good. So what I do, okay, so we're going to do that. So they're each going to have their little mailbox. Mm-hmm. And we got this table. You want to give a shot of the table?
Yeah.
There, and the table actually seats 12. We're going to squeeze in 16 little kids around the table, and we're going to do our little mailboxes. They'll set them up, and then the kids will deliver their Valentines to each other. I also did this here. I did a little decoration and I hung from the ceiling all the way down the table, right? So what we want to do is we take a moment to say St. Valentine's Day. The great thing about St. Valentine, and which the secular world doesn't actually appreciate, is that he's a saint. So that means he loved God above all things, right?
Yep.
So when we're talking about St. Valentine's Day to the kids, we want to emphasize that this is about love, a great love of God, that St. Valentine had a great love of God. That's why he's a saint. So we make our little hearts, and I put on them with the Cricut, but you can I bought these at the dollar store, like there's hearts everywhere. It's like Heart City. And you pick them up, pick anything up that has a heart, and I put, I love God, I love Mary, I love Jesus, J plus M plus J, that means Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
There's right. Joseph on that one.
I love Joseph. I love my angel. So I just picked things that I thought, would be good for the kids. And so I've done a little decorating like this. I also found these little things at the dollar store, little notepads. And this is just a little fun thing for the kids, right? But I took these same things that I put on the decoration, and I put on these little notepads. So each of the kids can have a little notepad. I love Jesus. I love Mary. I love my angel, right?
Yep.
Now we're going to have, I bought a couple of St. Valentine books to read somewhat about the story. I don't know with 16 kids that will likely have an opportunity to actually read the story. But I mean, we'll take definitely with smaller groups or let some of the kids take the books home to read about St. Valentine. But we also have a picture here. Now this is and we'll put the link in the description. This is, somebody drew this and they gave it away free, a coloring page of St. Valentine and a married couple here. And they also, this is the link we'll put in. It's my St. Valentine coloring book. So what we're going to do is we're going to read that with the kids. If you're not familiar with this story, it is that, of course, St. Valentine was at the time of the persecutions. He was around 250, right? Around 250, the year 250. So it was during, the time period of the persecution of Christians. And, of course, he was killed. He was martyred. And for marrying the emperor at the time didn't allow the people in the army to marry because he said it detracted from their ability to be good soldiers. St. Valentine said that's not right, that's against God's laws, you must get married. And so he would secretly marry people, right? And so for that, he got thrown in prison and lost his head. Okay, so I buy lots of candies. Of course, we're going to have lots of red food, maybe some Jello. I will make sugar cookies, and on the sugar cookies, I'll do this same thing, like that. We'll have that on our sugar cookies. I haven't done that because it's in advance because it's too soon. But also down here, I want to show you. Come down here. I made 2 banners, right? Because we want to take advantage of what we're going to teach the kids. It's not just about partying and have a good time, but we also have to, learn something, take away from this. We should never miss an opportunity to be teaching the kids. Yep. So I did a banner here. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. And somebody commented to me, asunder? My son, he said, isn't that a little big word for the kids? And I said, no, I think we dumb down a lot of things for the kids. Like, you have to keep it simple, but I don't necessarily think you have to dumb it down. They can learn that word. It means take apart, right? So I mean, especially in our world where one man, one woman, and marriage is very controversial. They need to learn this as soon as they can. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Like, marriage is a one-shot deal till death do you part, right? Yeah. And so we have to take this opportunity, and what better opportunity than St. Valentine's Day to be teaching this. So I did this little banner. Now I just, again, you can see I didn't even sew this. This is a pillow thing, a Christmas thing that I had lying around. That I had a bunch of these, so I just cut them up and I made little banners that will hang on the wall for the kids. So the other thing here is we must love one another. St. Valentine, pray for us, okay?
I like this one. I like the stick people.
You like the stick people? Yeah. So, this is the opportunity to teach your kids that charity and love of one another is very, very, very important. I'd like to, point out a lot of times people think, it's all about friends. Like, well, if you like this person, I'm hitting this, he's getting this, it's hitting me in the head. It's all about friends and, who you like and who you don't like, But God tells us friendship is not necessary, right? Yeah. Even if there is no friendship, charity must come first, and we must love one another. So it's a very good opportunity to teach your children about charity and being with others, that it's not about friendship. It's about love one another. In fact, like I was debating about whether to put on this about loving our enemy, right? So on Tuesday, when the kids come, these are the 2 things that I'm going to stress to them is is marriage is till death do you part. One woman, one man. And we must love one another. We must have charity to everybody, regardless whether we like them or not. It's just not an option. So, and I bought things like some, heart napkins, and we're gonna string this up. I want to do this ahead of the party instead of just showing everybody, all the kids here and having fun.
The tornado.
The tornado that will descend upon us. Yeah. So anyway, and the kids will look forward to it, and they can make their little Valentines, and then they can give them to each other, right? Whether they like each other or not, they need to love one another, I don't think we have that problem. Everybody likes
I think
everybody.
it's a safe bet that we all like each other.
Yes, they all like each other. So that's good. We're gonna color our little book. We're gonna color our pictures, and and I think maybe we might even sing a song. We might even sing like "Oh Sacred Heart," like a song that has heart in it, the word heart in it. I mean, the Catholic religion is all about love. That's what it's about. It's all about love. And what better time for us to, focus on that and to teach our children. And you don't have to go this elaborate. You don't have to go this elaborate. We're going to put the link in for you to print this little book out. I wanted to actually write my own book, but I'm not that great of an illustrator. And it's not that I can't do it. It's that it's pulling teeth for me.
Got to trace off the computer.
Well, you're not supposed to trace, right? It has to be your own work. So if you put it out there, it has to be your own work. But we're going to put a link in here. We're going to put a link so you can download that and print it out. This person, I can't remember who it is, but they offer that little book for free. So that's good. Oh, and I have little bracelets here. So everybody's going to have a little bracelet with hearts on it for the day, these little plastic things. I didn't buy these. We just had them. I mean, look around your house. See what you have. I mean, most people don't have as much stuff as we do.
They don't have bags and bags of bracelets.
Bags. This is because we used to own a store. So this is why we have stuff everywhere. This is why these were Santa sacks. And I cut them and did this. But anyway, so that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. And I hope everybody remembers St. Valentine. Even if you don't have a Valentine, there are a lot of jokes going out there about Valentines, but not having one. But even if you don't have one, this is your opportunity to show forth God's great glory and to love one another. You don't have to have a Valentine. You can love one another, right? Hope you have a happy and blessed St. Valentine's Day, and you remember to keep the love. What are you going to do, Ava? Special? Anything special? Besides make Valentines and...
Is this a trick question?
Yeah, no, well, I don't know. Look at what Grandma's done all this for love of her grandchildren.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do all this, guys. You don't have to do this. Cut up some strawberries. They're nice and red, and they look like in the shape of a heart. Just do anything for the little kids. Print off this picture and say, just color the picture if you have little kids. And even if you don't have any kids, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do something special for the adults. Say, make their sandwich in the shape of a heart. I don't know. We got to put the love back in there. If there's one thing the Catholic Church is all about, it's about the love. And it's about the charity, and it's about the kindness. And we have to do that work. Right, Ava?
Yep.
All right. Have a good day. Have a blessed St. Valentine's Day. And